Hi guys, welcome to another Frosta Friday. I know, I'm a liar, but I chose the best of two lies. Before I go into my video today, I just want to have a candid conversation. If you're here for my book haul, you can just skip to the next bookmark. I'm being very vulnerable here. I feel really bad that I keep promising videos and not delivering. I know that I said I would talk about my January anticipated releases today, and it's almost March, but whatever, there's good books and I still want to talk about them. So promising that and coming here today with a different video was a lie, but I could either lie about that or I lie by coming in here and bringing you a video where I can't give myself 100%. I know there's amazing booktube channels out there and they all have their things. They all bring so much to you, book lovers, more than I can offer. And the only thing I can offer is myself and promise to be authentic, and every opinion I give is out of excitement because I started this channel to share my excitement of books and talk to you guys because this is one of the things that truly make me happy. I think I would be enjoying the books that I'm excited for a disservice by talking to them in the mood I'm in today. Like I'm not in a good mental space. In the past 24 hours, I had 1 hour sleep. I started walking to work today. It was snowy and then it became freezing rain. That's why I had to get all of my makeup up and my hair is a mess. I do these videos on my lunch break. Like sometimes it's one of the best times I have if I'm a little behind. But to be honest, let's say since Monday, but especially in the past 24 hours, I heard some work news that really shattered me, and I'm still processing it all. Let's just say that I don't want to be vague, but I also want to protect like my privacy a little bit, and I don't want to bother you. But I've been crying and I'll be okay. I didn't lose my job or anything. It's just a change that might be coming, that in my current state of depression and anxiety that just pushed me over the edge. You're not here for a sub story. I'm sorry, this is it. I just wanted to say that I'm not in the right mind space to truly talk about things that I'm excited about. And I felt that if I did that, I would be cheating you. I would be a phony. And that's the one thing that I can give you is a promise that I will always be myself and always be authentic. So just as I was leaving home, I got a package from Book Outlet. Book Outlet is a service that, well, a store, an online store, and it has a few physical places where they buy surplus books and they sell them at a cheaper price. Some hardcovers are $1, or sometimes you can get books at, 36 to 80% or 90% discount. I love getting books from there. It is an addiction. Yes. If you haven't used them yet, I'm not associated with them, but everybody that has an account gets a code that it offers people an extra 10% off their first purchase. It's always linked down below if you're interested, but don't feel like you have to do it at all. And like I said, I'm not affiliated with them. Talking about books make me happy, and I feel that I can just share this with you and still be in a sucky mood, and you wouldn't mind as much, I hope. And I can't remember what books I bought, so maybe one of them is even gonna make me excited. I always love that sound.
2,000 years later.
Okay, sorry guys, I was just sorting because 4 of the books I have here are gifts, and I don't want the person to see them. Okay, gifts aside, if you're ready, I bought some books. If there are some books that if I'm iffy about them, I will either read them as an ARC or from the library, Script, Kindle Unlimited. And when I really like them, then I keep my eye on book outlets so I can have it. And this is the case for The Dead and the Dark by Kearney Good. It was a really awesome YA horror that I read last year. I believe I have a review on it somewhere. If I can find it, I'll link. But in a gist, we have a queer family, 2 dads and a daughter. And they are kind of, they have a reality TV show that they film ghost stories. One of the stories leads them to the hometown of both dads that they left because they were extremely homophobic and very small-minded. And there's a ghost going on because some teenage boys are just disappearing. Some reappear dead. And it feels that, you know, it might be more than just a serial killer. So there's the ghost is quite awesome. And I really love how they use that tiny town as a petri dish to expose a lot of the homophobia and small-mindedness and prejudice that we see every day. And we see this from the point of view of 2 amazing parents. So I loved that contrast. I really recommend this book, and I'm glad that I have it. And again, look at the cover. Next, I have a book that I know nothing about, The Family Next Door. I bought her because of this. It says Sally Hepworth. So far, I've read 2 of her books, and I adore them. So I'm really interested in reading her whole backlist. And I know those will be books that I'll be referencing and talking about. So I'm excited to have another one. Okay, so from what I understand, we will be following Essie. She has this perfect life. She lives in a neighborhood that is, you know, basically composed of young families. She one day has a moment that will haunt her forever. She leaves her newborn baby in her carriage in the park and walks away. People start talking about it, but she appears to have moved on from that episode. So I might wonder if there's some postpartum depression here. But then we have this girl, Isabel, that moves into the neighborhood, to the house next door. And she's single. She's the only single in the neighborhood. People are already talking. Why is she here? She knows this is like a suburban family life. And then she shows a lot of interest in Nessie's life without really disclaiming more than she is. Nobody knows why she's there, what her job is, what her status, her story, nothing. She's that mysterious girl that seems to have an interest for our Essie. Sounds like it will be another one. And talking about books I know nothing about is the next 2 ones. This one is 7 Years of Darkness by Yoo Jong-jong, I think. I'm sorry, I don't speak Korean. And I know it's a psychological thriller. I really like psychological thrillers and horrors from Asian authors, especially Japanese and Korean. So I'm interested in adding this to my library. I want to have a more, you know, diverse library. Okay, so we follow, the discovery of the body of a young girl by 3 village men, all of them with something to hide, and one of them eventually goes to prison for that crime. Then, for the following 7 years from his imprisonment, his son is dealing with the aftermath of being like the son of a convicted murderer, until one day he receives a package that promises to reveal the truth at last. So one must confront a present danger he never knew existed. So it sounds like it will be a really good psychological book. And now the one book I am most excited about, and again, know nothing about, is Upon the Burning Throne. I'm doing a buddy read of this tome with Rachel from the Shades of Orange. I'll link her channel up here, I guess. And first of all, look at this cover. And when she first suggested the buddy read, which was so very kind of her, I thought it was a sci-fi because I thought it was like an android elephant, like those ones. If I find a word, I'll put it here. I have it in my mind. It's just not making the connection to my mouth. But Upon a Burning Throne, it's not a sci-fi. It's, what'd she call it? Epic fantasy, some sort of like next level fantasy. And I'll just read the blurb because I want to go into this completely blind. A sweeping and compelling epic in which gods, demigods, strange powers, seers, and just plain humans all struggle for power and to make sense of their lives and fate in a world where one is never sure anything is either certain or what it appears to be. So it seems to be inspired by Hindu lore and folklore. It's a non-voice book. The author is Indian and he shares his time between Los Angeles and Mumbai. So I'm really super excited for this. And the fact that it's going to be a buddy read is even better. And I'm less terrified of epic fantasy than I am of sci-fi. So all good things. And I'll probably be either vlogging or making a dedicated video. And if I love this, it's part of a series. Yay! Well, that's what I had. I know it's a short video, but at least I'm posting something. I just wanted everyone to know this is what I had. I'm sorry it's a short video and my energy is like, But, you know, I'm trying to be consistent. And I hope that you don't mind me being human because I really, really appreciate having you guys here. I love your comments. I love just making the video, and if one person watches it, I'm happy with that. And I'm sorry, I know my voice is cracking because now the sadness is coming back, but the sun will shine tomorrow. That's what I had. I will come back next week for sure. No promises of what kinds of video because how did that work for me? Not at all in February. But thank you so much. And until next time, I hope you have a fantastic, wonderful weekend. And if you can, please be the hummingbird. Bye.